Hello and welcome to the Upside Down Shack. Now in today's video, we are just going to quickly touch on a new Funko Pop that is released from Stranger Things Season 5 that ties into a theory that we've been working on this channel for a while now. Now, if you didn't know, a bunch of new Stranger Things Season 5 product has just released this week, hitting store shelves everywhere, but specifically Target seems to house a lot of this stuff if you are going out and wanting to get yourself any of this. I know I'm going to be hitting the store and getting some sick new Stranger Things Season 5 merch, and I'm actually going to be doing unboxings and reviews for some of these products on my TikTok. If you don't follow that already, please make sure to go follow it. There's going to be some exclusive content on there coming during the pre-release and release of Stranger Things Season 5. So if you want more content that you can't see here on YouTube, head on over to the TikTok. But anyways, out of these products, we are going to look at Funko Pops, and more specifically, the Holly Wheeler Funko Pop. Now, I'm going to flash this image on the screen right here. There's going to be a couple images, one of the grouping of the new Funko Pops from Season 5, and then I'm going to specifically zoom in on some pictures of the Holly Funko Pop, which has something a little off about it. Now, if you see, a lot of these characters do have an accessory. Steve's got his car, Lucas has a bucket of popcorn, Joyce with her axe, etc., etc., all things that we've kind of seen and are expecting from these characters. Maybe not the Lucas popcorn bucket, that's still kind of up in the air, but many people theorizing that this means he gets his movie date with Max, which I think would be super sweet. Just thought I'd touch on that super quick. I didn't think that deserved its own video, but take with that information as you will. Now we look at the Holly Funko Pop, which is, if you look closely, or really you don't even have to look that closely, she is missing a shoe and holding her arm. Now, why am I making a video on this? It seems silly that I'm breaking down a Funko Pop. Why I decided to make a video on this is I think this is the final piece in the Holly Wheeler and the vanishing of Holly Wheeler theory saga. Now, if you are active in the Stranger Things fandom, you will know that a lot of people think that the episode 2 title, The Vanishing of Blank, is going to be The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Now, this is in part thanks to a leak that happened several months ago before the official titles were released, showing that the blank name was actually star Wheeler instead of just The Vanishing of Blank, as we've been seeing in the official promo now. And of course, from set images and videos we've seen of Holly interacting with Vecna, and even from the official content we've seen with Holly looking terrified, lights flickering in the Wheeler house, her and her mom hiding underwater in a bathtub, I think it is all but safe to say that the pieces are falling into place and that Vecna is going to snatch up Holly in episode 2 of season 5. And although this Funko Pop just has a couple small details, I think it just puts the icing on the cake that Holly is in at least some sort of danger. Grabbing her arm, whether she was bitten by an upside down creature, or fell on it, or Vecna grabbed her, or burnt her, and then her missing a shoe just kind of shows that there's this hurry, this imminent threat, because why else would she just be so beat up and not put together? And of course, she is in the outfit that we see her in for all of the Season 5 promo, and then of course those images we saw of her interacting with Vecna that released all those months ago. Now, I don't know, call me crazy, but they wouldn't put this important detail on a Funko Pop for nothing, and I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this. So I decided I would just make this video and kind of put it out there. I think Holly's cooked, guys. That's about it. And this Funko Pop, again, was just the icing on the cake, so to say. Now, if you want to get really nerdy about it, in my last video, I touched on the updates that Ross Duffer provided for Volume 1 of Stranger Things Season 5, saying it was done, ready to go. And he had a lot of crazy things to say about Episode 2, saying it has one of the biggest cold openings that they've ever done for Stranger Things. Again, check that video out. It's a great watch if you haven't seen it already. But I basically theorized that the cold open in Episode 2 was going to be Holly being snatched up by Vecna. And not as simple as Will disappeared in Season 1. I think there's going to be a whole crazy 15 to 20 minute sequence and layers to the vanishing of Holly. Because again, as we've seen from those set images, we see Holly interacting with this weird suited up version of Vecna. We've seen official content of her in the house and the lights flickering. We know that Karen Wheeler is going to be in some sort of predicament as well this season. I think all signs point to a crazy disappearance of Holly right off the rip in episode 2. And again, I don't think this is any Will Byers disappearance. I think this is going to be a crazy 10 to 15, 20-minute sequence said by the Duffer Brothers themselves. So just a little extra speculation on that. I think this is probably going to be the last video I make on this theory because it is all but clear now. Unless it straight up comes out or shows up in a trailer, then when we really find out is going to be when we get those first 4 episodes and see the official title. But yeah, that is about it for this video. I just wanted to speculate a little bit on this Funko Pop and the details of the missing shoe and Holly holding her arm and how that plays into this theory that we have been pondering and combing through for almost a year now on the channel. I think it's about time we can put it to rest and see what actually happens when Season 5 comes out in a little more than a month. Which, by the way, if you did not know already, I'm going to be doing watch parties when Season 5 comes out. Each of the volumes I'm going to sit down and binge watch on stream with you guys. We might not start the stream right on the dot when the episodes drop, of course, due to them releasing on major US holidays. I'm just going to have to see what times that these episodes are dropping and work around that. Of course, as the time gets closer, I'm going to announce the official dates and times for the watch parties, but I'm hoping to see a lot of you there to celebrate the release of Stranger Things Season 5, and so that we can all have somebody to watch it with and enjoy it with. But yeah, again, really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys will join me for that as well, so make sure to keep a lookout for that announcement. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this Funko Pop Holly Wheeler theory down in the comments below. I'm going to be reading and responding to all of those as they come in, and I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. Also, while you're at it, if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like on the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.